Eagle Nation, Bird Gang. Brrr. What it do? Listen, I just want to get on here and clear the air with my man AJ Brown. First and foremost, we all know AJ Brown is vocal, okay? A lot of his displeasures have been displayed over the last 2 years, whether he's reading a book on the sideline or he's talking about the lack of offensive production, whether it's with his team or with himself. Getting online, saying don't play him in fantasy, just creating a little stir up. But one thing I will say about AJ Brown is, even though he is vocal about the things that he doesn't like, the things that he doesn't like are true. And he speaks truth. And of course, you taught Devontae Smith not saying anything. I'm sure he feels like he could have and should have got the ball around the times where he wasn't getting it either. The whole offense stunk. Saquon wasn't getting yards. He wasn't doing well. I mean, he could have been complaining. So that's one thing I feel like AJ Brown needs to mature as a player. Just keep it in house. We all know, we all see media. We all know that Philadelphia's offense stank. The problem was with the offensive coordinator. They got a new offensive coordinator. So why in the world is Bleacher Report? Why in the world is ESPN? Why in the world is CBS? Why in the world is every NFL network, every outlet talking about AJ Brown getting traded, trading scenarios, Patriots, Chargers, Ravens? I mean, dude, the Rams. I mean, everybody's went after him, but Howie's basically said, "Man, I'm not giving away AJ for nothing. If he's wanting to be traded, I've never heard him publicly come out and say he's wanted to be traded. Have you heard AJ Brown come out and say he wanted to be traded? I've heard that he said he wanted to be traded last year. But I mean, that was last year. He hasn't said anything this year. Of course, he loved Brady. He was a Patriot fan, but dude, like they went and got, Romeo Dobbs. He can be their wide receiver one to go with the other people. They lost Stephon Diggs. They have plenty of talent there. They can get talent in the draft. There's Juwan Jennings is out there. But no, man, we went and got Elijah Moore, his college teammate today. AJ Brown, if he does get traded, it's because he really wants to be out of there and he's never said anything. But my thing is, he's publicly never said it. And if anybody wants to bring something to surface, let's just talk about AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts. Do they really get along? Is that a relationship that needs to be mended? I mean, that doesn't get talked about, but I feel like that there's maybe a disconnect with those two. And so I feel like that if the new offensive coordinator and Jalen can all come together and AJ can come together, they could be successful. AJ don't need to go anywhere. But every media outlet's trying to trade him. We're going to see after June and after the draft what that looks like. But no, Howie said he's in the business of keeping good players and not trading away good players. I don't think A.J. Brown should go anywhere. And I don't think Howie Roseman's going to trade him. We'll see. We'll see. But if he does trade, I trust that if he trades for him, I trust he's going to get a lot in value for him. And I hope that he replaces him in value. And that's just how I feel about that. But I'm tired of this A.J. Brown trade malarkey and this baloney, man. Like, get over it. All-season acquisitions, cornerback. Oh, my goodness. You got I can't say Jonathan Jones first, but I'm talking about Rick Woolen. Super Bowl champion Rick Woolen. I mean, physical, good player. He's had the knock for losing it mentally and not being focused. But, man, come on, man. Under that defense with those dogs out there, man, Philly on paper is looking like a top 3 secondary within the corners. Now, with that said, the secondary with safety, they need to solidify. It's been murky for a while now. Reed Blankenship, he was serviceable, but he wasn't a playmaker that Philly needs. I say you trade for the kid Bates and the Falcons, give him a 3rd round or 2 or whatever they need, 3rd and a 4th, go get Bates. He's under a good contract, go get him. You could draft the kid, but then you got a first-year guy, and then you have Nabuka from Texas, a rookie, 2nd-year guy, starting at safety. Yes, you brought Epps back. So I like that move. But Jonathan Jones, Rick Woolen, signing Epps back. The secondary is looking solid right now. Let's just see what they can do as far as free agency and the draft to strengthen up that safety position. But I think at corner right now, the Eagles are looking real tough. All right, let's talk about on the offensive end. They didn't do much on defense. They got Arnold Ebiketie back, the kid from the Falcons. He's going to give depth on the pass rush rotation. I like that acquisition as well on defense. But, losing to Kobe on defense hurt, but he had to get paid. I'm not mad at him. Jalen Phillips, losing him hurt, but he had to get paid. And there's no way we was going to pay Jalen Phillips all that money. So kudos for them to getting paid. Sidney Brown didn't work out. A good trade for him for the Falcons. I hope they get really good 4th-round picks. And I hope they get a safety at that position to replace Sidney at that 4th round. But, yeah, the defense, they did They did good. I would like to see them trade for Bernard or Bates or both. And I think that we would be like solidified on the line better with Goedert and in the safety position with Bates. But let's see how that goes. Offense. I like Hollywood Brown being the slot guy. Oh, I love it. I love Hollywood Brown being the two when someone or if someone gets hurt. I don't think you want to go into the season with Devontae Smith and then Hollywood Brown is your 1-2 punch. If you do trade AJ Brown, I don't think that's solid enough. But I do like that AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Hollywood Brown combination. And last but not least, yes, re-signing Dallas Goedert for $7 million for 1 year was awesome. Like bringing him back. I wanted David Njoku. You could have got him for league minimum as well. He's still out there. I would love David Njoku to join us, but I don't think that's going to happen at this point. So I'm liking Hollywood. I'm liking Elijah Moore. I love that pickup. And again, Stone Smart. Hopefully he's, pans out. He was with the Jets and has been, serviceable for years, but not really emerged as he's needed to. But I like how he's doing in the offseason as far as getting solid on defense. I like to get that depth to get better on the line. I like that depth to get better in the secondary. I think in the draft they're going to take the best available, but I would like the Sadiq kid from Oregon, the tight end. I mean, to me, Dallas is out of there after 1 year. I think he can make that offense so dynamic, and he's a playmaker. But knowing Howie, he's going to either go for an offensive lineman or maybe a defensive lineman. I would be surprised if he went safety, which is the biggest need for us. But I think Philly and Howie, we're going to go offensive lineman or defensive lineman. That's just my take. And that's going to just be the best one available at that point. And I trust Howie within the draft. So that is what that is. You got to trust in Howie within the draft. And he has 9 picks, people. We don't know what that's going to look like at the end of the week within the draft. We're a month away. We don't know what that's going to look like. But I just hope that Philly is smart and doesn't trade A.J. Brown at all. Gets a young wide receiver in to help with that wide receiver core. But just get some linemen on both sides. Landon Johnson's leaving. You got to protect him. You got some guys on the front line that's been banged up. So get some good linemen. Get some safeties. Get some young wide receivers and a tight end. And some linebackers. You got to get good at linebacker and stay linebacker depth going. So, man, fly, Eagles, fly. I'm excited about the draft coming. But nah, man, get off of A.J. Brown's nuts and let's go.